everyone, and welcome back to another healthy keto eating show. And this is the recipe that I made for Wednesday's video. Normally you would get it the very next day, but I did a different video for Thursday, and so you're not getting this till either Saturday or Sunday. I always pre-record my videos, so I'm not sure when you're going to get this one. But if you need the recipe for it, it was in my Wednesday's recipe slideshow. And when I made my video for Thursday, I was talking about prayers for my brother being in the hospital, my brother Tommy. He had that bad case of diverticulitis and that hole in his bowel, and they were having a hard time getting his fevers down with different antibiotics. But when I made that video, he wasn't home yet because I pre-record them. So I think I made the video on Monday or Tuesday, and he came home, I believe, Wednesday. So he is home. I think his fevers have come down. I'm not sure. He's on like 3 different antibiotics. So I do ask for prayers for him, please. His name is Tommy. I do ask for prayers for him. His link is down in my box. He does his own YouTube videos. You guys might have seen him. He does like about all movies and stuff like that. He's got a big horror room that he's collected over the years and stuff, and that's the one. If you guys know of him, I've been in some of his videos and loaded them on here. I've done like different marathon videos with him and stuff. That's my brother. That's the one that was in the hospital. He was in there for like 6 or 7 days, I believe, but he is home now. He is so happy to be home, but still I'm asking for prayers, with his immune being down, I would imagine, with, having to be on these antibiotics and everything, and his fevers were still up, not due to this virus. Again, it's, he had diverticulitis, a bad case of it. So I am asking for prayers. Continue the prayers, please, for him, that he gets well and, stays healthy because of this, virus going around, which we can't mention, but we all know what we're talking about. So anyways, but yeah, I figured I'd come in and do another healthy keto eating show for you guys, a little bit more teaching and some more story time for you guys. I've got a really awesome story to tell you. But like I said, this is the meal I made on Wednesday and did a slideshow. It is the creamy ground chicken and broccoli hot dish, and I've added the pork rinds on top and baked it in the oven after it was cooked up. You guys would have seen that. If you didn't, definitely check out the recipe on that in Wednesday's video so you know how to make it, because I don't do the slideshow in here too. I just write in the box that the recipe is in my Wednesday's slideshow. Now, Wednesdays will be changing because I'm going to be starting my toe designs again since spring is right around the corner. And when I do my next Fashion Friday, it will be my first spring look. So I'll be doing the toe designs on Wednesday. So then it'll be, the keto stuff will be on Tuesdays. Let's see, Tuesday, Saturday, and Sundays will be the keto, right? No, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So 4 days will be keto stuff. As long as I can get in and make these videos with the stores clearing out, it's hard to get a lot of recipes. I'm doing my best, but I can also just do videos or story time or something with you guys and still do some more teaching. So I'm gonna try to do 4 days a week. Keto stuff right now, I try to do 5, but it'll be 4 since I can start my toe designs again on Wednesday to match the nails I do, and then it matches the outfit for Fashion Friday. And then the rest of the week will be fashion on Monday, Wednesday. So nail design Monday, Wednesday will be the toe design, and Friday the Fashion Friday that matches the whole ensemble. So, but anyways, hope all of you guys are doing well. Good to have all of you in. If you are new to my channel, right there is the red subscribe button. Please subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you are notified of all of these uploads so you don't miss any of these great, videos, recipes, and information on the ketogenic, especially right now with this virus going around. We all need to be as healthy as possible. So I would love for you guys to, subscribe to the channel and learn all this. Definitely hit the bell underneath it so you're notified of all of these uploads. I hope I didn't already just say that, but you will be notified if you hit that bell. And then definitely if you could do me a favor, since I do all of this for free, and I definitely do it for free. I've been offered money. I don't want the money. I want to help each and every one of you. I do extra help too. Down below is my email if you need extra help on getting set up on macros and understanding keto more. I can help you even, personally one-on-one. And I've done that. I've helped over 1,000 people, and the number is growing. So if you do need extra help, like I said, I do this for free. If you could share around my channel so my channel will grow bigger and bigger, and I can help many more people, especially with what's going on in our world right now. I want to get as many people healthy as possible, just in general, but right now, especially right now. So, and then if you could do me a favor, shoot me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this recipe video. I'm, racking my brain and really trying to come up with different ideas. I know that you guys don't want boring keto. Some people don't. They want all these recipes. So I make fantastic low carb, real true low carb keto recipes. And I do a lot of the eating at home. It's important to eat at home. It's just healthier. You know what you're getting. You know what, that you are totally doing keto. So, but anyways, if you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for coming in. All my old subscribers, thank you for being here and being so supportive. And I hope that you've learned a lot from me. I know a lot of you have lost all your weight and getting healthy. That's wonderful. Let's stay healthy. And remember, I am a Christian. I have all my faith in God. I believe God's going to get us through this hard time that we're going through right now. It is hard. The whole world is in shambles right now. Can't find toilet paper. The stores are all cleared out of cleaning supplies. Food is getting limited. It's getting scary. But you know what? You don't have to be scared if you're a Christian. God is with you. He will get you through everything. Like I always say, there's so many Bible verses on fear. Fear not. And the biggest one is fear not, for I am with you. I will never leave you nor forsake you. God is always with you, and he's going to get you through. And that's what's gotten me through. That's what kept me calm. I am staying home. I am taking precautions. Take precautions. If you do go out, don't be embarrassed if you're going in stores to wear a mask and gloves. If you don't wear gloves, wash your hands when you get home. Keep them washed constantly. Keep your houses clean. Use disinfectants if you can get your hands on it, or ask somebody if they can help you out, because a lot of people stocked up. Just keep your place clean. Clean your door handles, things that are being touched a lot. Just stay clean and safe, and keep your faith in God. Just like they say, we're all Christians, but we still lock our doors at night. We still wear our seatbelts, like my pastor's wife was telling me today. We still, go to doctors. We still take medications that are told to be taken and all of that. Even though we're a Christian, we still got to take those precautions. That is, all about life. That's what you got to do. You got to be safe and, be smart. So be safe and smart, but put all of your love into God. And like I said in my Fashion Friday video, when it's overwhelming and you cannot handle it, tell God, I need you to take this one. Just like the song, Jesus Take the Wheel. If you haven't heard that before, it's a great song. Can't remember who sings it. I mean, I know her name. It's like a tip of my tongue. She's blonde. She was in American Idol. Definitely listen to that. It says, Jesus, take the wheel. When the times are the hardest, God needs to take the wheel for us. And he is there, you guys. He's there. He's helping everybody. He's going to get us through this. This is a very scary thing we're going through, but try not to worry. He says, what good is it to worry? When we worry, it doesn't change anything, and it just makes our health worse. You don't want to be worrying, because it brings down your immune system and everything comes down, and you want to be as strong as possible. So try to keep the faith. Stay away from big crowds, people that could be sick. Just don't go out if you don't have to. If you do, wear a mask, wear gloves. Just be safe. Be safe. Let's try to lower this. Closing down businesses and the kids staying home from school and stuff like that is a great idea, because we're going to lower out this. I'm sure they'll come up with the vaccination. God is wonderful. God is good. God is going to get us through this, so don't worry about that. But anyways, if you are new to my channel, I do teach the ketogenic. I've been keto for over 4 years. I will be maintenance in April for 3 years. It took me 15 months to lose 150 plus pounds. That's right, only 15 months. And since then, I've lost more. I'm over 160 pounds now that I have lost. And I've been doing this, like I said, for maintenance over 3 years. In April, it'll be 3 years for me. And I lost all of my weight. I just can't believe it. I went from almost 300 pounds. I was right there at like 298 when I started, and I am down to today between 128 and 130. That's where I sit. I eat around 17 to 2,000 calories a day. I do a warrior diet. I still do fasting. I love fasting, but I eat all my calories in that 4-hour period. I get 4 hours to eat and 20 hours where I don't eat, and I'm definitely doing that right now, keeping my immune up and hitting that autophagy and staying safe and healthy. When you're in autophagy, you're in the healthiest state you can be in. Think about it. When you go into a hospital to have surgery, what do? They have you fast, because they want you to be in the healthiest state you can be in, which puts you in a state of autophagy. And that's what you want to be in. So I love my fasting. So I fast all the time still, not trying to lose any more weight, but the fasting is such a wonderful benefit for you. And, I love it. I do love OMAD, which is 1 meal a day, but it's hard to get all of my calories in 1 meal and not lose any more weight. I don't want to lose any more weight. So I do try to, do 17 to 2,000. And if I know I can get that in 1 meal, I'll do 1 meal. But a lot of times that's hard to do. So I do it in the warrior diet in a 4-hour period. That way I can get the 17 to 2,000 in. I'm feeling great. I feel amazing. I have changed so many things. I had a lot of things wrong with me, guys. I had a heart condition from back in 98 when I had my son. And I'll do a story time on that one day and tell you all about it. But I developed a heart condition called postpartum cardiomyopathy. I developed it after my son was born. It was from the birth of my child, as they're believing there might have been a virus there or something going on. But I caught that. I had the heart of an 83-year-old. I was on medications. And during that time, in that 16 years, I also developed high cholesterol, high triglycerides. I was pre-diabetic. I had IBS, PCOS, GERD, stomach problems. Just you name it, I had it. I had so many things wrong. And then this terrible heart condition I had. And I was on 20 or more medications. I am down to 2 medications today. The medications were being taken away immediately after just months of doing ketogenic. I was losing all of my medications. My body didn't need them anymore. Just didn't need them. And I can't believe it's just eating healthy will keep you healthy. So, and meds are so bad. There's so many side effects and everything with it. So try to get healthy, try to be as healthy as you can. If you need the meds, you need them. Like I need the 2 that I'm on. Doctor's not sure if he could take them away. He talks about it. It's a very low dose I'm on. One is a beta blocker. One is just to help the blood pool through my heart because it kind of still pulls a little bit when it pumps. But my heart was at 8% in the beginning, and I sit now at almost 50%. I'm like 45%, 46%. So not all the way back to normal completely, but off all these meds and just taking 2. I feel wonderful. I feel great. The doctor said, keep doing what you're doing. I love that I have a keto doctor, a heart doctor that, is all about keto. And then I have a keto nutritionist I see. My brother teaches this as a job, and I've done a lot of studying. So I'm very smart. No, I'm not a doctor nor a nutritionist, but I know when I tell you guys, I bring it to you from doctors that have told me how to do this. I have done it, and I have had pure success. The true success on keto is it was formed 3 ways. A lot of people think we all are going to eat the same way, which is that high fat diet where everybody's supposed to eat 75% to 80% high fat. That is for somebody like me in maintenance or somebody trying to gain weight to eat even more of a percentage. But when trying to lose, you're going to use your body fat. Now, do I mean go 0? No. What I mean is don't do 75%, just lower that, which 75% is around, it is over 100. It's like 120 to 150 grams of fat a day. What you're going to do is more like 75 to 100 grams, depending on where you're sitting, where your weight is, how old you are, if you're a man or a woman, if you work out, different things. So if you need extra help, I do help, people. If you send me your email down below, I have to ask some personal questions so I can get you set up on a macro plan and understand it. But just lowering the fat a little bit and using the body fat as much as you can is great. As you go down, you're going to lower it even more. I got to a point where I was only eating like 40 to 50 grams of fat a day. There are people out there that think that I only ate 1,200 calories through my whole journey. No, I started at 1,800 and worked my way down actually to 500 to 800 to lose the last 10 pounds working with my doctor. Everything was fine. That was only a few weeks that I did that. 1 meal a day at that. And I did wonderful, got the last 10 pounds off, and I feel great. So don't worry about that. It's just nobody's going to be at that in the beginning. Everybody's going to be different. I've started people off at 2,000, 2,200, depending on how big you are, how tall you are, what you do in your life. So it's just going to depend. But I do tell everybody to lower that fat and don't do the 70 to 80 to 90% they talk about. You would never do that. You would use your body fat and just lower things. Just eat a little bit less. So 75 to 100, 75 to 80, you're all going to be different. But lower that fat out and watch that fat disappear off your body because this is a high fat, low carb diet. Low carb just means it's 20 carbs or less a day to put you in a state of ketosis, which means fat burning mode. That's all it means. It's a big word for it. And then the high fat part is if you don't have any fat, then you need an energy source because we're not eating a lot of carb. We don't have an energy source when it's 20 carbs or less. So, but if you have fat on your body, that is your energy source. So you're going to use that energy on your body and let it burn that instead of having to burn all these high fat foods because people get into a stall for so long. Nobody wants to do that. They want to get the weight off. So if you listen to what I'm saying, and I would love if you stick with me or stick with somebody that shows real proof, somebody that is got their weight off and been maintaining it and doing well, and they did it by lowering the fat and all of that. You want to follow people that truly know what they're doing. If that can bring proof to the table. There's lots of keto people out there. I'm proud of all of them that's doing it, but when you don't see results, it gets people discouraged. They want to see results. They want to see the weight loss. They want to get it off. Nobody wants to sit there forever. Some people don't care, but a lot of people do care. If we hooked them up to lie detector test, they would all say, yes, please, I want it off now, even though they're saying they don't care how long it takes. You know what? I got it off in 15 months and I had to. If I hadn't, I would have been like the 99% of people that fell on diets. I would have failed. I would have failed again because it takes so long to get it off. You get to a point where you're like, I'm skinny. I don't care. I can eat the way I ate before. Well, when doing this, you're going to do this forever. It's called the way of eating, the WOE diet. It's way of eating. You're going to eat this way for the rest of your life. Sure, you can have a few splurge days and splurge and have something that you used to eat, but just get back to keto the next day, or just eat something, what's called lazy keto or dirty keto, where you can eat a little bit higher fat one day and maybe, just not lose, or if you're in maintenance, you're not going to care of losing and gaining. So then it doesn't matter. But lazy, dirty isn't real clean. That's, processed food and it's not real clean. So I wouldn't suggest it. It's not healthy. Don't do it all the time. Once in a while is fine. But yeah, I love to teach it. I love to tell you that you want to use your body fat because you'll get it off quicker. And I know a lot of you want to get it off and get to that maintenance mode and eat like I'm eating. I am doing a cream cheese dish here. It's got a half of a box of cream cheese throughout the whole dish. This is 2 servings that I did. You guys would have seen it, like I said, in Wednesday's video. If you didn't, definitely check that out. It's just a slideshow. It's like 2 or 3 minutes long, real quick, and tells you how to make it. For people that want to lower this now, I always teach how to lower the fat in each video. What you would do is, the ground chicken is fine. You would use a 1/3 less fat cream cheese. That's what you would use. The broccoli is fine. And the pork rinds, you would avoid the pork rinds. Don't put the pork rinds on. You could do something like maybe Parmesan cheese on top. That would give it a little bit of crisp when you bake it in the oven. Parmesan is very low, in fat or whatever. So that would be the best way to do it. Or maybe you can get some mozzarella and make little mozzarella cheese crisp. I made those before. Make those and put those over if you need something crunchy, because mozzarella is lower in fat. Or just put some mozzarella cheese on the top and bake that. Just, there's different ways to do it. But of course, I would say Parmesan would be the best. But if you want it with the pork rind, then definitely just be somebody that's eating 1 meal a day, maybe the warrior like I'm doing, a couple meals a day. Then you can have that little bit of fat, because you're going to eat some fat. You're never going to go zero, not ketogenic. It's hard to go zero ketogenic. So some fats are fine. You're going to eat some fat. So then if you were doing this and you weren't eating all day long, you could have it with the pork rind. And I'm just doing the plain pork rinds, but I've seasoned them up myself. You would have, like I said, seen it in that video. If you didn't, definitely check that out. So that being said, I hope that's, helps you guys. I hope you guys understand, for the newcomers, what ketogenic really is, and that it was formed 3 different ways. When it first came out in the 1920s, I believe it was, I had done a video on that. It was for children with epilepsy to help with seizures. So when they put them on this high fat diet, put them in a state of ketosis, the seizures were going down. But these were skinny kids. They were losing weight. So they needed to figure out how to keep their weight on, but keep them in ketosis. So they talked about a high fat diet. That's because they were skinny kids. If you are not skinny and have your own body fat, that is your high fat. Understand that. That is your high fat. A child would understand that. So lower that fat out, get your weight off, and as the weight goes down, lower it even more. Keep lowering it out, and you're going to get there. And then when you get to maintenance like me, then you get to up them. Because you'll need an energy source. But let's eat good, healthy fats, and I mention them in every video, but I'm going to continue because I get newcomers all the time. It's nuts, eggs, some cheeses. You want to try to do like organic and stuff. Good meats like omega-3s, fatty fish, red meats. You can have red meats. You want to cook in olive oil, coconut oil, olive oil. Olive oil, coconut oil, avocado oil, MCT oil, which is only for your coffee. I don't know if they make a cooking one, but MCT for your coffee, which would make a fat bomb for you. Different things like that. That's when you would up the fats and eat it. But nuts and avocados and stuff like that, things that are good, healthy fats. Eggs is a really great, healthy fat. When you're trying to go lower, you would do egg whites. Just get the egg whites, or you can buy cartons that are just egg whites, but make sure you look at the carb count on them, because there's a process there. So just make sure you are doing that, or just get rid of those eggs, give them to your family, the yellows, and you eat just the whites to lower things out. Cook in nonstick pans, cook in an air fryer. Don't use the oils and butters and all of that when you're trying to lose the weight. Avoid as much fat as possible. Eat lower lean meats. If you're going to eat some fat, so if you've ate a low fat, if you're making a low fat meal, definitely add a little bit of oil then. But watch it. Measuring cups, measuring spoons, measure your amounts of food, measure everything. It's important. And just measure that out, and then you'll know you're getting some fat for the day, because you will need, some fat. You're not going to be able to go fat free. It's impossible to eat fat free on any diet out there, especially the ketogenic. Very hard to do it. But like I said, just do what I'm telling you, and you're going to have pure success, because if you are not skinny and you're doing this for weight loss, we need to lower that fat and use the body fat, and you'll stay in that state of ketosis still. I have done it, and thousands of other people that I have taught, because I was taught professionally, are all having that same success and doing well. And I even have a heart condition. So I wouldn't bring it to you guys if I didn't believe in myself and didn't believe in what the doctors taught me. I'm off all these meds and doing fantastic. I had rosacea really bad. I've showed you guys photos. I've even eliminated loose skin. You think I would have skin hanging down to my floor? Well, if you've seen videos, you see I don't, because I do a lot of fasting, which hits autophagy, which breaks down and gets rid of old cells and builds new ones, makes you young and new again. So old skin, loose skin is also old cells, and it breaks that down and builds it. So you can see that I have definitely done well with this and am a good teacher, and I would love if you would stick with me or come to my channel, and you're going to have pure success if you listen to what I'm saying, because everybody following me is having success. I haven't found one yet. And if I do, we just need to change something a little bit. Just means that they're still not lowering that fat out. They tell me it's just so hard to do. But if you truly want this, you got to go in 100% dedicated, and you're going to have success. If you want it bad enough, it's yours. That's what I always tell people. What do you want more? To stay out of hospitals, get off of medications, stay healthy, live a good life. You know, I'm 44 years of age. I feel younger than I was 16. Do you want all of that, or do you want the meds just to be able to eat bread and rice and pasta and all that? Do you want to have eat, you know, all the meds in and out of hospitals, you know, getting sick all the time? I was sick 3 times a year with severe bronchitis, and I would be sick for 6 to 8 weeks on end. I would have to be put on prednisone, inhalers, nebulizers, everything, because I was so sick. I was diagnosed with COPD, which is not the lung, you know, the lung one as far as like emphysema. I had the bronchitis one, the chronic bronchitis. I've cured that. I had asthma. I've cured that. I have cured everything, you guys, everything doing the ketogenic. I have lost weight before. There was a time back in my early 20s, I did the Richard Simmons diet. That was one of them. I did many diets. That one I lost the most weight. I lost 114 pounds. Still was on all my meds. Still couldn't get off of anything. Still wasn't, you know, healthy or anything. I mean, I felt healthier because I was skinnier, but eliminated nothing. I was still on everything, still, you know, getting pimples, still had the rosacea, still had all that. I just felt a little better because the weight was off, but nothing changed, nothing. So I truly believe in the ketogenic. It changed just after a couple of months. Meds were being taken away. My blood pressure is good. My cholesterol levels are good. My triglycerides are excellent. My triglycerides were so high. I was like 300 or 400. I'm 85 for triglycerides. I am doing fantastic. So that being said, I just want you guys to understand that that's why I like to do some teaching in the beginning of my video and then go on. I'm 20 minutes in already, so let's go ahead and eat and talk. If you need any help, like I said, I link it down below and I can go over even more with you. I'm also going to have one of these, what's called a Slim Fast Fat Bomb. It's the peanut butter one. All the other ones I do, you know, I'll show you guys, you can eat them. They're fine. But sometimes the ingredients are a little bit different than the peanut butter one. The peanut butter one seems to be okay. I eat all of them and never get kicked out, but some people might because, of course, they change the ingredients when they change them. I still eat them all. But the peanut butter one seems to be good for everybody, and that's the one I'm going to have tonight, one of the fat bombs. I've already had a couple meals, one meal today and one little snack. So after I eat this, I will definitely be at my, with that, will be at my 2,000 calories for the day. So, all right, let's go ahead. Oh, and I'm drinking Zevia. I drink more water. I don't do a lot of sodas. I like those soda waters. Not a lot of stuff. I don't do a lot with Sucralose. Aspartame is a little bit okay. That one doesn't kick me. Sucralose kind of just drops my color down a little bit, which means those ketone strips you buy, you urinate on them like a pregnancy test and just look at the color to see if you're in keto. Anything over negative, you're in keto. The darker the color from pink to purple. If you're a purple, that just means you're burning the most fat you can burn. So that being said, a lot of people, like in the beginning, I could do Sucralose. I did a lot of those Powerade Zeros and stuff, but I can't now. I can, but it just knocks my color just more down. And I like to be as high into ketosis as possible so that I'm, you know that I'm as healthy as I can be. So, but anyways, like I said, I do some sodas once in a while. I've showed you guys, and some of those soda waters, but basically I do water, and I try to get my hands on the Zevia, which is made with stevia, which is the great one. You can have stevia, erythritol, so look for things made with erythritol. This one here is made with the erythritol or stevia, I believe, or monk fruit. Those are the ones that are all keto approved. But sometimes, you know, we got to do it. Don't do any of those fake sugars like the yellow packages, the pink packages, those fake sugars. Don't do those. Those are not ketogenic, okay? And try to, like, if you do a soda, try to find it with the aspartame. A lot of people can handle aspartame. Some people can't handle Sucralose. But if you are just beginning, some people can handle it. So just test. Just do it, wait a few hours and test. If you buy the blood, which is called the Keto Mojo, you can actually drink something and test immediately. But that's a little bit expensive. It's $50. And then once you run out of the strips, it's $1 a strip. It's $50 for the strips. So it's kind of expensive, but it's like doing it like if you're a diabetic, you just test your blood, test it, and it'll tell you immediately after you do something. But I just do the urine strips. I don't do them often because I know when I'm in and out of keto, I've been doing it for so long. But those are only $6. You get 50 strips or whatever, but you have to wait hours and hours before you can test. Probably, like if you were going to eat dinner, I wouldn't even test till the next day, or maybe late. If you're still up late that night, you can test. But usually the next morning you can test to see if it kicked you or whatever. But yeah, so I don't do a lot of sodas. Like I said, I do more water and stuff like that. But once in a while I do. I'm in maintenance. I'm not worried about getting kicked or, you know, going up a little bit of water weight here and there because I'm in maintenance. But I do try still to do everything I'm supposed to do keto. So I'm going to do the Zevia. This one's the root beer one. This is a taller can. My husband got it from the gas station. You can also get it from Cub. You can get these online. But they are very good. I love the root beer one. They have, as far as I know, a strawberry one, a black cherry one, a root beer, and my good friend Jennifer said they have a cream soda. So I haven't found the cream soda yet, though. All right, let's go ahead and take a bite of this. It's going to be nice and crispy with those pork rinds. Let me stand up and show you guys. Look at that. Yum. Ground chicken, cream cheese, riced broccoli, and seasonings, and the pork rinds, the plain pork rinds. I always do plain pork rinds because it's just pork and salt. You want to buy things that are, you know, watch those ingredients. You don't want things with tons of ingredients in it because that's just not going to be keto. It's just not, or it's going to knock you or something. So buy things that are low. So I always buy the plain pork rinds and I season them myself. I've made them with cinnamon and sugar. I've done them with seasonings, you know, just season them up myself. Sorry, allergies acting in. But I'll season them up. I'll put a little bit of butter on them. I'll bake them in the oven, a little bit of butter, and then I'll season them, or I'll just heat them up in the oven or the microwave and put a little bit of seasoning on them. And then I know for sure that, you know, I'm getting what I need, because even seasonings have carbs. They say 0, but that's because there's like probably 250 servings and nobody's doing a serving. So, but when I teach you guys and I show you guys, that's why I always say, you know, heavily pink salt, but go light pepper, light whatever I'm telling you for that, go light on it, because then you don't have to count that. But I always count it in. This whole thing, this whole dish was served 2 people for me. It could serve 3 because it's a bigger dish, but I'm eating only 2 meals. So it could serve 3. But I'm, like I said, the whole thing was 10 carbs. So I have 5 carbs here, and that is counting a carb for the seasoning. Even though I go light on it, I still count the seasoning. All right, let's try a bite. God, so many things out there. So easy to make. I mean, I just cooked up the ground chicken, threw in a bag of frozen riced cauliflower riced broccoli, I'm sorry. A bag of the riced broccoli, threw it in the microwave, and then threw it over my cooked chicken, mixed in the cream cheese, a half a pack of cream cheese, mixed that, got all mixed up, then put it into a pan, had my oven preheating at 400, and then I added the pork rinds on it and some more seasoning. I seasoned up my meat when I was cooking it, and then just put the pork rinds I crushed up on top, just 1 serving of it, and then put on the seasoning on top of that and baked in the oven for 8 minutes. So easy and so delicious, you guys. Oh my God. Yum. Now you could use regular chicken in this. I've got the ground chicken. I do try to buy a lot of organic. Mine is a grass-fed or a organic ground chicken that I buy. But you could use chicken, you know, actual chicken tenders or chicken breast and cut it up. You could do that in here too. That would be really good too. I just like the idea of the ground chicken because it makes more of a hot dish. Because we like those comfort foods. This is good. Okay, story time. I'm going to just tell you a story about how my little brother Tommy, the one that was in the hospital with the diverticulitis, how we almost lost him as a baby. But it's a good story because he was saved. All right. My mom, there's 4 of us kids. We were living in St. Paul, I believe. And we're all pretty young. My brother Tommy was only, I think, a year and a half to 2. He could walk, okay? So he had to be at least a year and a half to 2 years old. He was walking. And my mom wanted to go visit my dad down the road. He worked down the road about 2 or 3 blocks from the house. So he worked for a painting business. And my mom wanted to go visit him. So she asked my uncle, who lived with us, it would be my dad's brother, lived with us, my Uncle Randy. He lived with us. And Mom asked him to babysit. Well, my uncle at the time, I think, was a teen. I think he was 19 to 21, 22, right around there. I think he was in his early 20s. She asked if he would watch all of us. I think it was me, Robbie, and Tommy. Yeah, and my brother, Mark. We were all at home. And she asked if he would watch him just real quick while she ran down to see my dad. Back then, my mom smoked and everything, have a cigarette with my dad and just visit with him or whatever, and because he was on his lunch break, and bring him lunch. I think she was bringing him lunch. So my uncle was supposed to be watching us. Lo and behold, he wasn't doing a very good job. I would have only been like 6 at the time, I believe, because, let's see, my brother is 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. So if he was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I was like 7, I think. 7.5. Right around there. 7 or 7.5 years old. Okay, so I couldn't babysit. My other brother, Robbie, would have been 18 months older. So he was probably 3. So he wasn't doing a very good job watching us. Well, my brother decided he wanted to go find Mommy. Tommy wanted Mommy. He walked outside. We lived on a very busy street, okay? If you guys know or know anything of the area of St. Paul, we lived in St. Paul. We lived on Minnehaha, and now it's crazy. that area. But it was a very busy road. Very, very busy. Okay? I think it was Minnehaha. Yeah. And he wanted to go find mommy. So he walked out the door and walked down the sidewalk and started to walk towards the road. Now, this is a very busy road. Well, thank God my mom was heading back. This had been probably about 45 minutes later, half hour later, she was heading back. Thank God she was. Thank God for a God. That's what I'm saying. We've always been a Christian. Thank God God is always there. He is always there to protect us. And Tommy needed to be here. There was a reason. Anyways, she's coming back, and he is getting ready to walk across the street. Go find mommy. He's 1.5 years old, 2 years old at the most. He's going to try to find mommy. All right? Not paying attention to the traffic. Well, there was a semi coming that couldn't see this little baby. All right? For some reason that day, God had my mom put on a shirt on my brother that was very bright colored. If my mom sends me a picture of it, I will insert it in here so you guys can see the shirt. She still owns it because it's what saved my brother's life. And he has actually put it on his son. He has a son named Dallas. He actually has 2 kids now. He has put it on him. But my mom saved it because it saved his life. But it was a striped shirt going this way of bright yellow, orange, green, blue. But the brightest colors on it were the red and the orange. Okay? The red and the yellow, I mean. And the orange, I believe. I will sit, like I said, I'll insert a picture in here at the end if my mom is able to get me a picture of it. If she might even send me a picture of my nephew in it, wearing it. So you guys will get to just see the shirt. I think it's my nephew wearing it. It may be my brother Tommy. I'll tell you who it is in there wearing it, but we still have it. I even stitched it up because it was so old. But anyways, he's walking across the street, and here comes this semi. Thank God my mom left when she did. She just felt some reason to leave. She said, I got to go. I just feel, I don't know. I got to get home, make sure the kids are okay and everything. Randy's watching them. I need to get home and make sure they're okay. Something was pushing her out of there. So anyways, as she's coming home, Tommy's going across the street, and here comes a big old semi that cannot see this little baby. Even with this shirt on, he's too little. It's a giant semi. He pursues to cross the street. My mom spots him. My mom has wore glasses most of her life. My mom could not see that was Tommy had that shirt not been on him. She wouldn't have even seen there was a person standing there. She wouldn't have seen that. She saw that bright colored shirt, and she noticed it was her son walking in front of a semi. It gives me chills thinking of this because I could have lost my brother. But she sees him, and she yells his name as loud as she can and holds up a pack of her cigarettes and says, Mommy's got candy, come here. Because he was basically just walking and basically standing in the road. She needed him to get out of the road. So she screamed, Tommy, Mommy's got candy, which made him come running and was just missed by inches of the semi that could have killed him. He ran across the street, saw my mom, grabbed onto him. My mom grabbed him, held him, and cried her eyes out. We almost lost him. The semi would have definitely taken him out. It was within inches of hitting him. If my mom wouldn't have seen him, he would not be here today. And I'm grateful that he is. But it's just amazing how she chose that day to put that shirt on him and chose to leave when she did. She felt compelled that she needed to leave. She goes, I just got to get home. I just want to check on the kids. I don't know. I just feel like I need to leave. And thank God she did. And thank God she was smoking or had something in her hand to say she had candy, which made him run. She yelled as loud as she could. She was on the other side of the street trying to, flag people down, let him know he's there, but nobody's seeing him, and the semi is about to hit him. So like I said, when she held up that cigarette, she goes, Tommy, come here, Mommy's got candy. So he thought she had candy. He took off running, and she grabbed onto him and never let go. Held him and held him and held him and cried. We almost lost him, and that's why she saved that shirt. And like I said, I'd love to insert a picture in here if I can, and I will, because we saved it because it saved his life. And it's just amazing how God, if you are supposed to be here, you're supposed to be here. And God saved him by that shirt and by her leaving when she did. Or he would be gone. He was standing in the middle of the road. The semi did not see him. In fact, even after the kid ran across the street, my brother, the semi just kept going. They didn't even notice him. Cars would have probably noticed him, but maybe not even a lot of cars or big trucks because he was so little, But God is ultimately in control, and that's why I wanted to tell this story. God's in control of your life. Unless you take your own life and commit suicide, God is in control when your life is over, when it is time to take you home, because we belong to him. And if we are Christians, We belong to him. This is not our permanent home. Our permanent home is in heaven if we believe in God. If we believe in the story of, Jesus being crucified and believeth in him, we will not perish but have everlasting life. We have life here. Our everlasting life is in heaven with God. And God is always there. And especially as a Christian, he takes you home when he's ready. Sometimes babies leave. Sometimes we, go 5 months, 6 months into our pregnancy and we lose a baby, which is horrible, but God took that baby early. Sometimes there's people 103, 109 that live that long of a life. When God is ready to take you, he's going to take you. So don't let this scare us, this virus going on, this thing going on that everybody's talking about. Don't let it scare you, please. The media is telling you what to do. Take precautions, be safe, but also know that God is with you. And when your time is up, it's up and there's nothing we can do. But know that if it's the worst case scenario and we catch this virus or whatever and it takes us, it was our time, but we get to go live forever in heaven. No, I don't want you guys to think, well, oh, you're just saying death is okay. No, I'm not saying death is okay. Death is very scary, but we all have to die one day. It's a part of life. You can't sit around and fear it every single day, or you'll live with panic anxiety disorder like I live with, and not because of that, but always worrying about that. Why worry about it? Because, it's the inedible. We all have to go one day. We don't know when our time is up. We don't know how we're going to die. We don't know when we're going to die. Only God knows that. And when he's ready to take us, he's going to take us because we belong to him. We're his. We all belong to him. So worst case scenario, that's the worst case. You get to go to heaven and spend eternity in a much better place than here on earth. Okay? But let's not think about that. Let's think about God's going to cure this. I did a big prayer last night. We did a prayer chain of, asking God to wipe out this virus, take it away, clean it, and get rid of it. And I do 100% believe that God is going to take care of this and it's going to be okay. We're all going to be okay. Yes, it has killed many people. It's very scary because they're trying to get under control. But that's just how it's supposed to be. And God isn't the one that causes the bad stuff. God didn't cause this corona. Okay, this is the devil. He's stopping because even churches are closing down. Think about it. God wants us out of church, but don't stop him. Watch it online. They're putting it online too. Watch it online. Don't let the devil win. You're not going to win, Satan. I'm sorry. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. You are not going to win. God's going to win. He's much bigger than this virus. He's bigger than any disease out there. He is more powerful than you. He is more powerful than anything out there. So believe in him, have faith in him, and just live your life and take precaution. Wash your hands, wear a mask if you go out, wear gloves, wash your hands when you come home, be safe, don't go around people that are sick, don't go around big crowds, stay at home as much as you can, and let's let this virus clear up. The more we stay home, the more we stay away from people, the faster this virus is going to leave, okay? Let's just listen to what the media is telling us. Yes, they say things to scare us too, but it's good that they scare us because it keeps us safe. But we're getting a little bit ridiculous with the toilet paper and the food and the stuff. Come on, save it for some people that need it. I don't even have toilet paper. I'm using tissue right now. And if my toilet clogs up, we were told that we need to pay for that. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen. I hope the tissues are breaking down, because we're responsible if our toilet goes. So yeah, it's important. Save some of that toilet paper and some of that cleaning supplies for us. We all need it. We all need to stay clean. So be fair. What are you going to do with all of that? If all of a sudden in a few weeks all of this clears up, what are you going to do with all of that stuff? So, and if you do have a lot of stuff and somebody needs it, please give a handout to somebody that needs it, okay? Cleaning supplies. I am running out of cleaning supplies. I'm running out of toilet paper. I'm hoping my husband can get his hands on some. Hope we can get some cleaning supplies. I clean every day in this house. I spray this house every day with that Lysol disinfectant. I spray the door handles. I spray the house. I spray the couches, the blankets, even though it's just me and my husband. But he's out working in this. He's not around a lot of people, okay? But he still is around a few people. Of course, he works in the food business, so there's not a lot of business for him, so he's not around a lot of people. A lot of people are telling him, leave the food at the door, so he's not even answering the door. So he's pretty safe. He's washing his hands and stuff, but still, he's coming in and out of here, so I'm keeping it as clean as possible. I have a heart condition. I need to stay safe. Yes, it's almost cured, but I still do have a heart worse, not like all of you that live with the 50%. So I'm trying to stay as healthy as can be. That's why I eat keto. That's why I stay healthy. And when you do keto, your white blood cell is on superpower. And that's what we need. We need to stay as healthy as can be. Remember, this virus does not have to take anybody out. Usually it's more the elderly or somebody with some kind of condition like me, but still, I'm sure I'll be okay. I mean, people can get it, but I'm sure that some won't even know they even have it. Some will have the symptoms. They'll go in and they'll get to go home. They'll find a vaccine, something will happen. Don't worry, you guys. Stop worrying and stop taking and hoarding all of the stuff in the stores. We all need it. And I hope some of these stores, I think they're starting to limit items now, but please, guys, leave it for some people like us that need it. I have no toilet paper. And if my toilet gets clogged, I'm going to get in trouble and have to pay for that. And my husband's losing work. We're losing work. We don't have a lot of money. So, and food, we're running out of food and we're running out of cleaning supplies. So please leave that stuff. And if any of you know me or whatever, or watch your channel and you got some stuff you can help me out with, that would be great. So, but hopefully we'll get all this stuff. But I'm not worried. God's there. He's going to provide. So, but that's why I wanted to tell you guys that story about my brother. Because even this virus, if it's not your time, you're not going. You're not going. God's the one in charge, not you. So, know that. If you're supposed to go with this, that's how you were supposed to go. Why would you worry about it then? Because there's nothing we can do about it. And if you worry, you put more stress on it. You raise your cortisone levels. Stops weight loss, you know, can cause sicknesses, all that. Let's just stay strong and have the faith. Because there ain't nothing we can do. It's hard when I do these videos and try to eat. Sorry, it's going to be a little longer. But I can actually cut this video off. I do not have to finish all my food on here. Because I'm already at 40 minutes. So, I'm going to take one more bite with you guys. I am going to finish this, don't worry. I love that soda. I am going to finish this, and I am going to finish my fat bomb and my drink. But I'm going to cut the video since I don't want to make it too long for you guys or whatever. Hope you enjoyed that story. Hope you did make this meal. If you did, I hope you sat down and enjoyed it with me. I did explain in Wednesday's video that it would go up for either Saturday or Sunday to enjoy it with me if you wanted to, or make one of my other meals. I hope all of you guys are safe, happy, and healthy. Like I said, quit worrying. Put your faith in God. Put it all in God. He's going to get you through it. Because there's nothing we can do about it, right? So worrying ain't going to make it better. Just live your life. Live it to the fullest every single day. God doesn't promise us a tomorrow. Because when tomorrow comes, it's today. Just live for today. Let the day worry for itself and love your life. If you need extra help, like I said, I link it down below. Other than that, everybody stay safe, happy, and healthy. God bless all of you, and I'll see each and every one of you in my very next upload. I love you all very much. God bless and take care. And always remember, until I return, always remember to what? Always remember to keep it keto. Good night, everyone.